Welcome back, listener. In Episode 1, we uncovered what digital forensics is. But every story has a beginning, and this one stretches back decades. Tonight, we journey into the history of digital forensics, from floppy disks to the cloud. In the 1970s, computers entered businesses, banks, and government. With them came the first digital crimes, software theft, unauthorized access, and financial manipulation. Investigators had no guidebook, no training. They were pioneers, experimenting with ways to trace evidence hidden in machine code and punch cards. As the 1980s arrived, cases multiplied, and law enforcement realized they needed specialists. By the mid-1980s, the FBI and other agencies formed the first computer crime units. They began seizing floppy disks, copying entire hard drives, and studying electronic trails left by early hackers. What once looked like science fiction was now a real-world crime scene. The 1990s brought explosive growth of personal computers and the internet. Digital crime expanded from insider fraud to global hacking. Investigators created new tools, disk imagers, password crackers, and early forensic software suites. At the same time, courts began demanding standards. Evidence had to be collected and analyzed in ways that were reliable, repeatable, and admissible in court. Digital forensics was maturing into a true discipline. Then came the 2000s and the mobile revolution. Phones became cameras, diaries, and wallets in our pockets. Criminals used them to coordinate, to scam, and to hide. Forensic labs had to adapt quickly. Tools like Celebrite emerged, designed to unlock, extract, and analyze data from smartphones. Suddenly, texts, photos, and GPS trails became critical evidence in investigations worldwide. The 2000s also saw a surge in cybercrime. Viruses, worms, botnets, and large-scale financial fraud. Hackers were no longer just kids in basements. They were organized criminal groups, even nation-states. Digital forensics evolved into cyber forensics, tracing intrusions across global networks, analyzing malicious code, and defending entire infrastructures. By the 2010s, the cloud changed everything. Evidence no longer lived only on a suspect's device. It could be scattered across servers worldwide. Investigators needed international cooperation and advanced tools to collect data from massive distributed systems. The battlefield had grown larger than ever before. Then came the rise of the Internet of Things. Smart homes, smart cars, even smart fridges. Each device became a potential witness, recording logs and activities. But they also posed challenges: encryption, constant data streams, and proprietary systems. Forensic experts now had to analyze not just computers, but everything from watches to washing machines. Alongside these changes, digital forensics grew into an academic field. Universities launched programs. Researchers focused on building open-source tools, improving standards, and training the next generation of investigators. What began as improvisation had matured into a recognized science. So, let's recap the journey. The 1970s brought the first sparks of computer crime. The 1980s saw the creation of crime units. The 1990s delivered new tools and standards. The 2000s saw the mobile revolution and the rise of cybercrime. The 2010s introduced the challenges of the cloud and the Internet of Things. Each era brought new technology, new opportunities for crime, and new ways for forensic science to adapt. Today's investigators stand on decades of progress. From floppy disks to smartphones, from single PCs to massive cloud empires, digital forensics has evolved alongside technology itself. This concludes Episode 2, The History of Digital Forensics. In Episode 3, we'll explore the forensic process itself, the step-by-step journey investigators follow to turn raw data into courtroom evidence. Stay tuned. The story is only getting deeper.